The heat is beginning to get to me. 1 or 2 nights in this hellish wasteland is enough. But not knowing the time and having been in here now for what seems like weeks, I feel like my skin is boiling. Nevertheless, I made my way to the tribe's leader, Glaxon Golden Crown, to tell him of the news. Ask him what other tribute the queen could make besides gold.
Rusty, I've seen what you've done, I have to admit. We haven't had a builder like you for our people in quite some time. Tell me, what's to stop me from taking you captive?
Golden Crown, if you capture me, I am sure to go mad inside this wasteland. Creativity requires freedom and a sound mind.
No matter. Does the queen intend to pay you as tribute, or does she have 100 blocks of gold that she promised?
I am not her tribute. Neither does she have gold. But tell me, Golden Crown, could you be convinced to halt your soldiers if I should build more for you? If I should make you a great kingdom instead of chief, they could call you king.
I will not agree to anything, but perhaps you can soothe my soul. Should more of your buildings rise in the tribal borders?
I will make it so. Give me a week, and I will show you a house worthy of a chief. What's going on, my crew? This is Rusty, and welcome to another episode of Rusty Builds. In today's episode, we have got some stuff to do. I, off camera, have done a lot in the other side of the world, and intentionally left this side a little bit blank. Basically, what I have been wanting to get done, and in Spencer City and stuff, I'm trying to do off camera, and kind of leave building 1 or 2 buildings in here to this area. So what I figured was that I would basically make down that way into a little farmer valley area, and up here what I would like to do is make this area here where Golden Crown lives and probably despawned into more of like a actual like tribal spot, where we can build a little not castle, but like a home, like a longhouse, basically, the equivalent of a longhouse for them. And part of the really interesting thing about this particular biome that we can utilize is we've got the Crimson Forest not that far outside of range, and I want to basically utilize the Crimson Forest a little bit, but I don't want to build in the Crimson Forest, but I want to bring it all the way out, and I don't know if the little pigs will spawn it in process of trying to like actually expand. I don't know if they'll spawn just in the Crimson Forest area, but either way, oh crap, I just started an interdimensional war. Let's see if I can get him to not be mad. Yeah, he's still coming. 2, 3. I think he can still hit me. Listen, murder happens in the dark. Sorry. No one's here to save you. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with everything. The plan is to basically build outside of that and do a lot of terraforming. We're going to need a pretty significant amount of bone meal, so... Oh, God. We're going to die. We're going to die. We're going to die. We're gonna die. Do I have blocks on the bar? I don't have blocks on the bar. Hold steady. Hold steady, my friends. Hold steady. The army is here. The army is here. Careful. Oh my god! Where are zombies coming from? Why are there zombies? We just need to not have any of them down here. Oh, no, I can't run anymore. 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 Oh, is this somehow working? Okay. We seem to have angered a massive army. I think that if I quit out and then come back, we'll be okay. But this is actually kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to do other than, like, literally just put on peaceful for a second. Because it's not like I'm not cheating, like, in the sense that, like, I'm trying to get rid of what's going on. It's like, quite literally, I can't move forward. Maybe if I just let them kill me. I guess that's what we gotta do. Like, there was no way. There's no way. Like, I've gotta, like, sacrifice myself, I guess. Can we build up here? Easily? That would be a good question. Because if we can, I would prefer to build up here. Because in the sense that being higher up typically is a sign of greater power. Look at that. So it's like literally basically in the same vicinity. Yeah, I think it would be cool if we put the house here. So I can get some of the crimson blocks and put it up here. And then get started on the build. So we're going to need a lot of blackstone, so I'm going to need to mine that out. But I wanted to pop into creative real quick and talk about what we're going to do with the current style that we've got. Alright, you guys, so instead of making a color wheel, I accidentally made a color crescent. So basically what I started off with is some reds and then moved into sort of a yellow tone here. Then it went to green, blue, purple, and then back to the reds. So the only one that really stands out as odd in this entire gamut here as something that isn't really easily, like, possible, is this guy, red sand, and this guy. The blocks of lapis and the red sand. Now, red sand, what I was thinking is, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be in the Nether. Except that they just didn't add it. And so we can get some red sand and put it in the Nether if we want to. And I think it'll look really nice around these red textures if we could get some of that in and sprinkle it in. We do have the soul sand, which kind of fits the vibe a little bit better. So maybe it might just stick to that. But if we wanted to go with something a little bit different, I think red sand might be cool. And then, of course, all of the red sand, different stones and bricks, I think will also really add to the texture and feel of the entirety of the build. So, lots of stuff there. The other one is lapis. There's really no way to get lapis in the Nether. But depending on, like, what we decide to do for a build and what the resources are with a Nether portal around it, we can always just say it's an import if we want to use it. Really, we can say any of these blocks are an import, you know, but at the end of the day, what I really want to focus on when it comes to this darker blue texture is these are really going to end up being accent colors, right? Because you're not, this ain't going to work because of the blockiness. It's really more of a floor or like something you'd put on the side of like a pillar. So while this could work for sure, it's not really a viable option. Plus the blue textures are really covered in the warped pieces, and we almost don't need to go this hardcore blue. But I figured I'd add it in case you guys are wanting to make some builds and maybe you wanted to use some blue. Really depends on how you want to justify it with your story. Endstone, of course, another one. It's like, well, that's for the end. But I figured with the warped nylium, there's enough Endermen that are warping into the Nether that maybe they're bringing the Endstone with them. And part of that whole theory that I'm thinking is that maybe if we build a build in the warped zone, we can use some Endstone to kind of make that come together. Alright, guys. Okay. This has been quite the project. I am mostly done this build. Oh my god. You can see how it's been quite the project. And it has been very interesting, to say the least. I got a couple things done that were a little bit quality of life stuff. As you guys can see, hopefully we don't have something blow it up, but I've got this growing here, and I don't know how far it'll grow, or what will happen, but I wanted to get some sort of something growing down that way, and hopefully that will lead to me being able to get down and up easier. Oh, and I also did this. But the long and the short of how this project is going is it's going okay. I've been doing some mostly interior decorating in here, and haven't really done much exterior decorating. I made a throne room for the chief. Working on a kitchen area here, and really liking doing this type of stuff here as well. Gonna put maybe like an alchemy table or something here for like drinks. And then in here, little bedroom. I thought this might be a better bed situation. So we need to get some other ideas flowing. So I thought I'd pop on with you guys and talk about those ideas. Because not only do we need to really talk about the sort of color palette, if you will, of the outside, but we also need to talk about what matters to these guys and what we can do as far as actually putting in decorations. Alright, so I'm looking at a lot of these decorational blocks and just trying to see what type of things that we can do in our area that would make sense. What I'm wondering is, can we actually decorate stone with this? I don't think we can. We can definitely put it here, but can't... Oh, we can! So that's something that we could do here. Is decorate stone, like the stuff on the floor, with coral, which could look like some sort of carpeting or something like that. But there's also a lot of other stuff that I was seeing in here that we could possibly do. And what I would like to do is, you know, explore some options like some of these paintings and different things. But I don't know. I guess maybe they're not like people who do paintings. You know, they don't spend much time on art, maybe because they just don't have the supplies. So maybe instead we could probably just take item frames, maybe glow item frames perhaps, and just stick them down, and we could do like, you know, an armory type thing. Weapons and stuff. Of course, I do want to try and get at least 1 or 2 armor stands and have some golden armor on it. That would be cool. Just really trying to think about like what, because we're not going evil, and I want to make that clear. These are not evil people. These are people who are, for whatever reason, in the region that they're in, but it doesn't mean that they have evil intentions or anything. So, you know, when we're looking at how we can best help them and equip them to do what they need to do with their life, that's kind of weird that that's offset. Interesting. When we're trying to help them with decoration and stuff, we want to think about what's important to them. Of course, gold. But we can't just, like, gold, like, even if we type in yellow, right, we can have, like, yellow candles, yellow banners, and different things. But what are stuff that's actually made with gold that we can regale around the area, like golden carrots, for instance, you know, thinking about those types of things is really more important than just throwing some flowers into pots. So this is kind of what I want to go with, is I want to go with a more militaristic style. Alright, why don't we take a few minutes and design ourselves a good old banner? I have an idea, a few ideas. I wanted to start off with maybe something like this, perhaps. Basically the banner is starting off starting off white and going up to the blue. But we could also do like a diamond or some sort of shape like that. But I think I want the idea of like a sunrise or sunset or something like that. So the more I'm thinking about this, actually, the more I'm starting to... Hello? Thank you. The more I'm starting to think that maybe a more analogous color scheme might be better. I think we could go with this, and then I want to try that blue again as a border versus a white border. Or maybe no border. I kind of like why don't we get some more red and try that out as well? But I really don't think I want to do blue tones at all because, ooh. What about white? Interesting. I think I like this. Alright, so inevitably, we probably are missing something, but I'm ready to head back and see what we can achieve with some banners and walking in there and just kind of putting down some decorations and different things. We've got 16 flower pots. I even brought a little bookshelf. And we've got plenty of item frames to go around. And then some gold as well. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I'm glad I noticed this before we went. We also need some more carrots or potatoes or something. I want a name tag that has Glaxon golden crown on it so that we can name a chief. And there was one when I left that looked like him. And I wanted to potentially, hopefully, he'll still be there, and then we could name him. And I'm not really sure. I don't think they, like, lead the same way as animals, so I don't think we can, like, take some gold and be like, ooh, look, shiny, come my way. But we might be able to see what else we can do. So we'll throw this guy in here, name tag. Let's see, Glaxon, golden crown. Perfect. It's a big old name for a piggy.
Rusty, truly.
Glaxon, please, will you hear me? And have mercy on the Queen's people now.
I'm truly grateful for you, Rusty, but the Queen's people can never be truly forgiven for the horrors that they did to us. When I was a small 1,000 years ago, I remember. The portal opened up to our side and our people came through. They tore apart what was ours and stole the very thing that kept our world temperate. Blue ice. We lived by it. Our special treasure. Everything became hot. And the only thing we could grow was mushrooms. Surrounded by so much hardship, it has become difficult to thrive. So you see, Rusty, the kingdom of Kishia can never repay their debts.
I'm sorry to hear this. Glaxon, I don't know if it can pay back enough, but perhaps if I found 100 blocks of blue ice and brought it to you, would you then consider it over gold?
Rusty, should you bring me 100 blocks of blue ice, you can consider it the Queen's tribute.
Alright, you guys. I hope you are enjoying the stories. I know a lot of you guys are. I wanted to go over what I've done in here, as well as talk about some very, very real problems I'm having. Now, for those of you guys that saw my post, where I said, this isn't a mistake, 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 like 100 times. No pun intended, this has been living hell trying to make builds like this, which is why I still haven't gotten done the exterior stuff. So, as I was making this, I ran into several issues, and I really, really wanted to talk to them. First of all, Glaxon escaped because I was over here, and there was apparently a ghast right here, and it shot at me. Just like that stupid fool up there. And you guys will see I'm at 2 hearts. I ran out of stuff to eat, so we've got to take care of that before we die. But this also blew up the trapdoor. It blew up the banner. It blew up the desk. It apparently made some spectral arrows somehow. And then I had another one blast the side of this. And then Glaxon got out. But what I found out was that Glaxon can't actually walk through a trapdoor. So nothing can come in and nothing can come out. But what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to somehow proof some of this stuff away from gas. And I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do that. But what I do know is that we've got Glaxon back and everything should be good to go. This is the throne room. Decided to do something a little bit simple in the throne room. We'll give him some expansions as time goes on. This is the bedroom. Once again, went really simple because I don't want to over detail the architecture for this. Over here with the food, I thought this would be kind of cool to add these little food pieces and different things. Even some books, because Glaxon does a lot of diplomatic stuff, so he's got to figure out, he's got to know how to read and write. And then the last thing I thought would be kind of cool, which apparently got blown up. That's really sad. Oh, I had a little flower here. You're not mad that I opened up that chest, are you? Hey, listen, buddy, I can't have you seeing what I'm about to do. I need my sword. And these. Do I need anything else? Yes. Now, I'm not sure what this all is going to look like. It's been very difficult to kind of make up an idea for a more, how do I put this? A larger overarching idea of what we're going to do in here. But I think with a little bit of time we could do it. In my creative world, I just happened to get a really amazing spawn for the Nether, where it was just nice in a flat valley that we could like really make into our home. And we might end up putting more stuff down at the bottom, and then you sort of climb up the mountain to get to, you know, maybe Glaxton's castle. But I really want to create, with a lot of warped stone, a lot more of this type of stuff. So I think it'll be cool, and I think we'll be able to do a lot of really good stuff with it. So, but anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it for me. It helps me out a lot. And I'm going to get to work off camera, getting some stuff done. But until next time, guys, happy mining and crafting.